Right, good. So, data sufficiency today we are going to discuss. Right. Am I clearly audible? Good. Here, I will say that in the entire arithmetic and reasoning, data sufficiency is one area and all the remaining are another area. Why? Because suppose number system questions we have seen so many, right? Number system means divisible, divisible, LCM, HCM. Yes or no? Okay, there are some easy questions, some moderate questions, some difficult questions of extreme levels, right or wrong? Okay, that difficult level of question of extreme, are you able to answer in the examination hall or unable to answer in general? Sometimes maybe, but in general not. Yes or no? Okay. So easy level question means automatically you will do it with 100% accuracy. Difficulty level question means you might not be able to solve in the examination hall, or sometimes you will distract and you will get the wrong answer, right or wrong? But data sufficiency, even if you take permutations and combinations, if you get a clear-cut picture about that one, okay, you will do it in the right manner, right? Else you will go with the wrong one. So if you are not getting the correct picture, that means that the question is a bit harder, right or wrong? Fine, not a problem. But data sufficiency is an area where you can answer every question with 100% accuracy except 2-3 topics. In all the remaining areas, without having pattern pen also we can do it right answers. But most of the students will give the wrong answers in data sufficiency. Okay? Means the questions are easy, but you will give the wrong answers. That's the specialty of only topic called data sufficiency. I'm repeating, the questions are easy, but you will give the wrong answers. Because you don't know the meaning of data sufficiency. Okay? Right, data sufficiency. Data means already you know that information, right? Okay? Information is sufficient or not? Here, when do you feel that the information is sufficient or not? When you have to take a decision, the information is sufficient or not? Yes or no? You will think of it. Okay, good. So, I will never discuss of the data sufficiency questions directly to you. I will go completely generalized. Completely generalized means, suppose I am a patient. Okay, assume she is a doctor. Okay. Suppose from the past 2 days or 3 days, I am feeling a bit headache. Okay, vomiting sensation or 1 or 2 vomitings daily. Okay, and what do we say? Temperature is high, body pains is there, cold and cough is there. Suppose. Okay, automatically, if it is for 2 days or 3 days, automatically we will think of going for a doctor. Suppose I met a doctor ABC. Okay, so automatically, first, what is my first doubt? I have given some symptoms to you, right? What is my first doubt? COVID. Yes or no? Cold and cough, fever, body pains, headache, okay, vomiting sensation. These all are the symptoms of COVID. Automatically, I will consult the doctor. Madam, I am not unwell. Common statement. But I will ask a question that, am I positive to COVID? We will have such curiosity, right or wrong? Okay, good. So I am asking her, am I suffering with COVID? Corona. What she will do? Based on the symptoms, she might say that, this is not, this is, what we say, seasonal disease. Or sometimes she will say that, go for a RT-PCR test, or go for some X-ray, go for MRI, or go for CT scan. Okay, then finally she will say that you are positive, you are not positive, etc., etc., etc. Right or wrong? Good. Suppose observe a small point here, asking her, the doctor, am I positive to COVID? By symptoms, I think it is not COVID. You better take this medicine for 2 days, then consult again. In this case, is she perfect about my health? Did she know perfectly about my health or not? Not. She is predicting, that's it. Not perfect. Suppose she said that, yeah, you are having some symptoms now. Go to RT-PCR test. Something. She has given as usual doctor now. We know that some list will be there. Predefined list is there now. Do for these 20-30 tests. Come back. Okay. So I have gone with all those tests, and I come back. I have produced the results with her, and the doctor said that you are positive to COVID. What she finally concluded? I am positive to COVID. Now I am asking you, did she know about me completely or not? Yes or no? What's my question? Am I positive to COVID or not? What she said? I am positive. Now tell me, did she know about me or not? Yes, she know me. That's why she said that you are positive. Yes or no? Okay, this time she is not going with the lucky dipper. Earlier case, what she did? Maybe it is not COVID. Wait for 2 more days, take these medicines. Yes or no? Okay, that time she is not perfect. Yes or no? But this time she is perfect. Okay, next question. Suppose, yeah, good. So she said that undergo for some tests, right? I have undergone with all the tests, and finally all the reports are negative to COVID. Okay, reports produced to her. She will say that I am positive to COVID or not positive to COVID. Not positive to COVID, just seasonal diseases, seasonal fever. Go for this medication. Yes or no? For 5 days, it's a course. Take this one, that one, and so on. Prescribe the medicines. This time also, I am asking the question that am I positive to COVID or not? What she said? Positive or not positive? Not positive. Negative she said, right or no? Okay. Now tell me, did she know about me completely or not? Yes. Okay. So that is known as data sufficiency. Data sufficiency means we should be in a state to come for a conclusion. That's it. If you are able to come for a conclusion, that means that the data is sufficient. I am asking her, am I positive to COVID? Once she said that you are positive, that means that the data is sufficient because she came for a unique decision, right or wrong? Okay, another time she said that, yeah, I have gone with all now. This is saying that you are not positive to COVID. Okay, you are not positive to COVID. Okay, go and what do we say, mingle with your family. No need of isolation, she said. And take just this paracetamol and what do we say, some other antibiotics and so on. And so on, she has prescribed to me. Okay, now tell me, she came to a conclusion, right? She came to a decision, right? That means that the data is sufficient or not sufficient? Say loudly. Sufficient. So, for my question, am I positive to COVID? Once she said yes. Another time she said no, not a problem for me. Whether she says yes or no, it's not important for me. Is she able to come for a conclusion or not? That is important. Okay. So I said that after 3 days I went to the doctor. The doctor said that yeah, no need to go for a test right now. Okay, let's wait for 2 more days. In 2 days, if your fever is not controlled, then we will go for some tests. She said that. That is also one case, right? Okay. In that case, is she saying that I am positive to COVID? Is she saying that I am not positive to COVID? That time the data is sufficient or not sufficient? Not sufficient because she is unable to conclude that, yeah, you are positive to COVID, you are not positive to COVID. She is unable to come for a conclusion, right? That's why the data is not sufficient. So data sufficiency says that whether you can say that to come for a conclusion, the data is sufficient or not, that's it. The data is sufficient or not, that's it. No need to say that you should come for this decision. You should come for this decision. Do you understand that? Okay, good. Next one. Suppose right now, in the entire nation, okay, one thing is going on. Mr. Kejriwal was arrested, right? Recently, current event. Okay, good. So now I am asking you all: is Kejriwal a victim or not? A culprit or not? Yes or no? If you say yes, that's the wrong answer. At the same time, if you say no, also that is the wrong answer. Yes or no? Okay. Now the decision is pending. So now tell me here, the data is sufficient regarding Kejriwal or not sufficient? Not sufficient. Okay, I am asking another question. Okay, once upon a time there is one, his name is Mr. Lalu Prasad Yadav. Who is he? Ex-chief minister come central minister. Where he is now? In a jail, maybe came out with parole also, I don't know. Okay, but actually he is in prison. Why? No. Why he is in the prison? Because he has did some misuse his powers, right or wrong? Now tell me that is an allegation or he did some crime? He did some crime. Right now on Arvind Kejriwal, is this a crime he did or it's an allegation only? Right now it's an allegation. Suppose if he was convicted, then it's a crime, yes or no? Okay, good. So now I am asking you that is Lalu Prasad Yadav, is he a culprit or not? Undoubtedly you should say that. Yes. Why? Because already he was sentenced to jail. That means that the data is sufficient. That means that the data is sufficient. Okay. Once upon a time there is one largest scam in India called 2G scam. Who are on whom the allegation were came? Raja and Kanimoli, 2 persons of DMK. Okay, that time Raja is the telecom minister, right? Okay, right now, what is the status of the case? Recently, case is reopened. Actually, in 2018, CBI has reopened it. Okay, the court also accepted nowadays. Okay, suppose let's go back by 3-4 years or 2018 when CBI reopened. Go by 10 days before that. Okay, the trial court said that they are victims or not. The court said that they are victims, that means they are culprits or they are innocents. Innocents only, right? Okay. That time if I ask, is Raja a victim? Is Raja a culprit or not? That time. Is he a culprit or an innocent? Innocent. That means that the data is sufficient. Okay. Means, observe a small point here. I am asking always about those politicians as, are they culprits or not? Sometimes you are saying yes, sometimes you are saying no, sometimes you are saying that I don't know. Where you can say yes, data is sufficient. Where you can say no, data is sufficient. Where you can say that I am unable to decide, the data is not sufficient. The data is not sufficient. Yesterday night I met my friend and had a dinner together. Question is that what is the gender of the friend whom he met yesterday night and had the dinner? What is the gender? Who knows? I have not decided it. I have not said it to you, right or wrong? Okay. She said that, sir, definitely, sir, either male or female. Is it correct or wrong? Is it correct or wrong? Means the data is sufficient. Only 2 genders are there in our examination. Already I have informed you, right or wrong? Either male or female, that's it. Right? She said the conclusion that, you meant either men or women, she said. The data is sufficient or not sufficient? Not sufficient. Conclusion should be unique. Suppose if I ask that Arvind Kejriwal is a culprit or not, you will say that maybe yes, maybe no. 2 conclusions. Means data is sufficient or not sufficient? Not sufficient. Data sufficiency means that you should be in a state to come for a unique conclusion. You should be in a state to come for a unique conclusion. The conclusion may be positive, may be negative, not at all a problem. Are you able to come for a conclusion or not? Okay, if you are able to come for a conclusion, that means that the data with you is sufficient. Do you understand what is data sufficiency? Do you understand? Okay, good. Suppose I am asking a question. Okay, as usual here, question 1 and statement 1, statement 2. Followed by 5 options A, B, C, D, E. The same I will give. Okay, in the examination, will he give 5 options or only 4 options? 4 options. Okay, so he will remove. Which one we don't know. That is the reason we will go for all. Okay, good. Suppose the question is x is equal to 5? What is the question? Is x is equal to 5? Statement 1 says that x plus 5 is equal to 200. Okay, statement 2 says that x minus 5 is equal to 1. Or x minus 5 is equal to 10. Or x minus 5 is equal to 0. Okay. So option A says that only S1 alone sufficient to answer. Whereas S2 alone not sufficient to answer. What is that? When you have to choose option A, only S1 alone is sufficient to answer the question, whereas only statement 2 alone is not sufficient to answer the question. Okay. B, only S2 alone sufficient to answer, whereas S1 alone is not sufficient to answer the question. Clear? So third one says that either S1 alone or S2 alone sufficient to answer the question. Okay. Fourth one, both together mandatory to answer the question. To answer the question. Fifth one, both together also not sufficient to answer the question. Additional data is required. These are the 5 options we have. Okay. In these 5 options, you should understand one beautiful word, that is always I am using alone. Yes or no? Alone. Alone means S1 alone is sufficient. That means that no need of going with S2. Only S1 alone, if you give me, I can answer this question. Yes or no? I am saying that S2 alone is sufficient to answer the question. That means that already I have read S1 now. Throw it out. I don't want it. S2 alone is sufficient to answer my question. Got my point? Okay. So do you understand the importance of alone? Since we have the concept of alone, what we have to observe is When you are going through S1, forget about S2. When you are going for S2, forget about S1. Yes or no? Okay, good. So, all the 5 options I will explain you with some examples. Listen carefully. What's the question? Is x is equal to 5 or not? Now observe here, is x is equal to 5 or not? I am asking means I am not entering into ages. I am not entering into time and distance. I am not entering into blood relations. I am not entering into anyone. Because data sufficiency, I can go for any topic. I can go for any topic. Okay, right, observe this. So, is x is equal to 5? He is asking. Statement 1. What is that? X plus 5 is equal to how much? 200. X plus 5 is equal to 200 means what is the value of x here? Say it loudly. 195. What is the question? Is x is equal to 5? What is the value of x? Now tell me, is x is equal to 5 or not? No. Now tell me the data is sufficient or not sufficient? Sufficient, because you said no. No means you got unique conclusion. I said that you should come for a unique conclusion. The conclusion may be yes, may be no, may be positive, may be negative. You got the conclusion or not? You got the conclusion or not? Now tell me the data is sufficient or not sufficient? Sufficient. S1 alone is sufficient. That is for sure. Am I clear to you? I said at the beginning that this is the only topic where you know the concept but gives the wrong answer. Right now you said S1 is not sufficient. Don't you know that x is equal to 5 is not correct as per the first statement? Yes, you know, but you have given the wrong answer. That's the beauty. Shall we go for the next one? S2. X minus 5 is equal to 0. What's the value of x2? 5. Okay. What's the question? X is equal to 5 or not? He's asking. Is it 5 or not? Yes. Data is sufficient or not sufficient? Sufficient. Okay. S2 is sufficient. Now tell me here, S1 and S2 both are required? Or only S1 is enough? Or only S2 is enough? Yes or no? Yes or no? Now tell me, both are required or any one is sufficient? Any one is sufficient. Okay. Means either. Both are contradicting, na? Not at all a problem. Okay. From the S1, are you able to take a decision or not? Yes. So statement 1 is sufficient. From the statement 2 alone, are you able to take a decision or not? Yes, the data is sufficient. Both might contradict, not a problem. Okay. So, because you are saying that S1 alone means no S2. How can you say that this is wrong, that is right? When I am going to S2 alone, S1 is not there. How can you say that that is true, that is wrong, etc.? So, not at all a problem. Okay. Now tell me, S1 alone is sufficient or S2 alone is sufficient? Or either S1 alone or S2 alone is sufficient? Either S1 alone or S2 alone is sufficient. So, answer is C. Yeah, now onwards, I'll change the question, but not the options. But not the options. Is it clear for you? Good. So, I have a small doubt. This podium, I don't like here. I want to move it from here to there. Okay, I asked her, move it there. She will try. Fail. I'll say that, go and sit. You come and try. She also tries. Suppose if she can move like that, then I can say that she alone can move the table from here to there. Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay, fine. Suppose I asked her first one, she said that tried and not unable. Second one, suppose she is also tried and unable. Then what will they do? They will try together. They will try together. Right or wrong? Okay. They both tries. If they can keep it, they will say that, sir, I am alone, not sir. She is alone, not sir. We together can move it, sir. Yes or no? Okay. Suppose sometimes what happens? I said, come and move that one. She said, tried and failed. I asked her, come and move that side. She also tried and said that, no sir, I am unable. Both tried. Both also, no sir. Okay, we are trying for zero size, so no energy, we are unable to move there. Okay. In that case, what we will do? Both together also able to move it or unable to move it? Okay. So from here, I got two conclusions. When S1 alone is unable to come for a conclusion, when S2 alone unable to come for a conclusion, then both together will rise. Okay. So when do you go for fifth option is, or fourth option is both together mandatory to answer the question. She is alone unable, she is unable, then both rise. If both can move from here to there, the answer will be both together mandatory to answer the question. Both also tried, sir, but unable to lift it, sir. Then both together is sufficient or not sufficient? Okay, then the answer will be E. Both together also not sufficient to answer the question. You understand my point? Can I go to the next question? Okay. Suppose the question is that is x is equal to 5 or not? Statement 1 says that x plus y is equal to 200. Statement 2 says that okay, y plus 5 is equal to 0. Okay, now you try it. Now onwards you only need to try the questions. Okay, come on, try. A, B, C, D, E. D or E? D for Delhi. Okay, his answer is D for Delhi. What about the next? C. Who said that? C for Chennai. C for Chennai. Okay. The remaining. C. C for Chennai. Next. E. T for elephant. Colgate ad. Okay, next. Remaining, come on, try. D for Delhi. Okay. What about the remaining? Where is it? D for Delhi. Good. Then first one, what is the question? Is x greater than 5? What the question is asking? Is x greater than 5? What he is asking here? X plus y is equal to 200. And I am asking x plus y is equal to 200, I said. I am thinking about S1 or S1 and S2 both. Stick on to S1. Okay, stick on to S1 means, okay, I don't find S2. What is the value of x plus y? 200. To get to 200, I am imagining x is equal to 0, y is equal to 200. Is it a possibility or not? Yes or no? I am imagining y is equal to 0, x is equal to 200. Is it a possibility or not? Yes. If it happens 0 and 200, x is equal to 5 is correct or wrong? I am asking you. Wrong. When it happens 200 and 0, x is equal to 5 is right or wrong? Wrong. But sir, I am feeling one doubt that, sir, x plus y is equal to 200 means there is another case that x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 195. Yes or no? Is it a case or not? Yes, it is. In this case, it is right or wrong? Right. Sir, sometimes you are saying right. Sometimes you are saying wrong. Means, are you able to come for a unique conclusion or unable to come for a unique conclusion? Unable to come for a unique conclusion. Now tell me the data is sufficient or not sufficient? Not sufficient. Okay, I am going to S2, sir. I am going to S2 or S2 alone? Come on, speak out. S2 alone means, sir, completely removed S1 from my brain. Only S2 I am looking. What is S2? Y plus 5 is equal to 0. If y plus 5 is equal to 0, I can give the value of y. Yes or no? How can I give the value of x? Yes or no, yeah? Okay, but the question is on y or question is on x? Question is on y or question is on x? X means, are you able to come for a conclusion or unable to come for a conclusion? Unable to come for a conclusion. So individually she failed to move there, she also failed to move there. Then what they will do? They will go for together, right? Okay, now both are trying together. When both are trying together, okay, y plus 5 is equal to 0 means what is the value of y? Minus 5. If I substitute y is equal to minus 5 here, will you get the value of x or not? If you get, see, the beauty of data sufficiency is no need to solve the question. Yes or no? Are you able to take a conclusion or not? That's it. Yes or no? Okay. So y is equal to minus 5 if I substitute here. Can I get the unique value for x? Unique value for x or not? If I get the unique value of x, I will definitely take a decision x is equal to 5 or not. I can take the decision, yes or no? When I can take the decision, unique decision? First one or second one or together? Come on, speak out. Together. Together, you can take a decision or still unable to take a decision? Able to take a decision. Means both together are mandatory to answer the question, right? Now tell me which options answer? D is the answer. Okay? Those who said C and E, okay, correct yourselves. Got my point? Can I go to the next question? Good. Right, good. So, question. Is x greater than 5? Is x greater than 5? Statement 1. Mod x is equals to 4. Statement 2. Mod x is equals to 10. Options 5 are same. A, B, C, D, E. A means only S1 sufficient. B is only S2 is sufficient. C is either or. D is both together mandatory. E means both together also not sufficient. Okay. Come on, try this question. Is x greater than 5? C. C for Chennai. Try the next. Use paper and pen, not a problem. Because you are starters. You are not the main course. You are just starters. E. Both figure also not sufficient. Okay. C. C for Chennai. C for Chennai. C for Chennai. Sorry? No, Chennai only C for. Whatever I say, that is final. Okay. Come on, remaining, what's the answers? C for Chennai. E for elephant. Oh. Sorry? C for Chennai. Very sad, very sad. For the previous question, at least some students has given the right answer. I was a bit happy. For this, nobody gave the right answer. Very unhappy. Okay, mod x is equal to 4 means what's the value of x here? Either 4 or minus 4. What is the question here? Is x greater than 5? Is x greater than 5? Yeah, if x is equal to 4, x greater than 5 is correct or wrong? I'm asking you only. Right or wrong? X is equal to 4 means x greater than 5 is right or wrong? Right or wrong? How it is right here? Wrong only. X greater than 5 means x should be more than 5. But how much it is? X is equal to 4. Means that is correct or wrong? Wrong. When x is equal to minus 4, x is equal to minus 4 greater than 5. Right or wrong? Wrong. Okay. In both the cases you got wrong means you can take a decision. Yes or no? Sir, if mod x is equal to 4, x greater than 5 is wrong. 1. You got a conclusion, right? You got a conclusion means data is sufficient, right? Okay, S1 alone is sufficient. Superb. Shall we go for S2? Mod x is equal to 10. What is the value of x here? 10 or minus 10. Suppose I am taking x is equal to 10. If x is equal to 10, x greater than 5 is right or wrong? Say it loudly. Right. If x is equal to minus 10, x greater than 5 is right or wrong? Wrong. Sir, sometimes you are saying yes, sometimes you are saying no. Now tell me, the data is sufficient or not sufficient? Not sufficient. S1 sufficient, S2 not sufficient. Means which option is the answer? Now tell me who gave this answer. All has given C, D, E, C, D, E. Huh? A for Ashok. No. A for apple. Okay, shall we go for the next question? Are you ready for that? Is x is equal to 5? That is the question. Statement 1, mod x is equal to 4. Statement 2, mod x is equal to 10. Now you try it. Yeah, best option. Use the paper and pen, everybody. Okay? If you are already an expert, then no need of paper and pen. You can directly. C only. I think you like Chennai a lot. You are always saying C. I don't know whether it is right or wrong. C. What about the remaining? C for Chennai. Ah, you are big fans of Chennai Super Kings. Chennai Super Kings? Okay. Again Chennai. Fans of Dhoni. C. Either or. C. C means either or only. Good. Shall we try? Yeah, this time you unanimously gave the right answer. Very happy. Clap yourself. Right, good. So mod x is equal to 4 means x is equal to either 4 or minus 4. Sir, whether x is equal to 4 or minus 4, it is not equal to 5, sir. Means you got a conclusion or not? Yes. So this is sufficient or not sufficient? Sufficient. Next question. Mod x is equal to 10 means, sir, x is equal to either 10 or minus 10, sir, but it will never be equal to 5. Yes or no? So that is right or wrong? Wrong. So conclusion, you came uniquely. So this is sufficient. So first one sufficient, second one sufficient means either S1 alone or S2 alone is sufficient. Clear? Can I go to the next question? And now this we will call it as step x here. Maybe you don't know the step function. I'll explain to you. Okay. Step function means suppose 1.2 lies between two natural numbers. What they are? 1 and 2. Step function gives the floor value, means lower boundary value. Now tell me, step 1.2 means what will be the value of output? 1 only. Step 1.999, 1 only. 1.999 also lies between 1 and 2. Lower boundary is, step function always gives you lower boundary, so 1 only. Got it? Yeah, you try this question now. Is x is equal to 5 or not? C. Statement 2 enough. B for Bangalore. B for Bangalore. B for Bangalore. Bangalore. D for Delhi. You said D or E? D. You said E. E for elephant. What is the answer? B for Bangalore. Mixed talk again. Previous question, unanimous answer. Unfortunately, that is the right answer. Thank you. Shall we start? Okay, good. Yeah, coming to mod x is equal to 5. What is the value of x here? Either 5 or minus 5. If it is 5, this is correct, yes or no? If it is 5, minus 5, that is correct or wrong? Means, are you able to come for unique answer? Unable? So, definitely S1 alone is not sufficient. Go with S2. What is the step function I said? Upper boundary or lower boundary? Okay. So, if step 1.2 means what is the answer? Step 1.999 means what is the answer? Super. What about step 1? 1 only, na? To get output 1, the value of this one will be either 1 or less than 2. Yes or no? To get step x is equal to 5, x will be 5 to 5.99999. Yes or no? When x is equal to 5, this is correct. When x is equal to 5.999, this is wrong. Are you able to come for a conclusion or unable to come for a conclusion? Means S2 is sufficient or not sufficient? Am I clear? B is the right answer or gone? Do you understand this? Okay, good. Anyhow. Clear? Okay. When individually unable to go for it, then you will go for together. Okay, I am going with together. Mod x is equal to 5, step x is equal to 5. Means both should happen. Now tell me here, if both need to be happen, x value should be how much? Strictly 5 only. If x is equal to 5, it will be satisfied, it will also be satisfied. Yes or no? Now tell me, this is correct or wrong? Correct. You got any conclusion? Data is sufficient. When it is sufficient, both together means D. Both together is sufficient means D is the answer. I think only you gave the B, right? All the remaining gave different answers. Anyhow, is it clear to you? Is it clear to you? Good. Can I ask you the next question? Come on, try. Is x greater than 5? Mod x is equal to 5? Step x is equal to 5. Already I have given what is mod x and what is step x, na? D for Delhi. Sorry? E. D for Delhi. A. Ahmedabad. E for elephant. A. B for Bangalore. Sorry? E for elephant. D for Delhi. E for elephant. Shall we try once? Here what I am feeling is if mod x is equal to 5, that means that x is equal to either 5 or minus 5, right? Suppose if x is equal to 5, 5 greater than 5, right or wrong? 5 greater than 5. Oh, wrong. Minus 5 greater than 5. Hey, wrong. Sir, I got any conclusion. What is it? If mod x is equal to 5, x greater than 5 is wrong. Oh, I got a conclusion means data is sufficient. Clear? Okay, good. Step x is equal to 5. When step x is equal to 5, x is from 5 to 5.99999 and so on. Yes or no? When x is equal to 5, this is right or wrong? When x is equal to 5.99, this is right or wrong? Right. I got unique conclusion or unable to come for a unique conclusion. So this is sufficient or not sufficient? Okay, then what is the answer? A alone. Do you understand that? When I am explaining the concept to you, you feel that internal expressions only, right or wrong? Okay. And one more point is, am I asking a difficult questions or simple ones? Okay, always the same mod x, always the same step x, always x is equal to 5 or x greater than 5. That's it. Am I right or wrong? I am not changing the questions. I am not changing the options. Just simply. Very good. Can I ask you the next question? Are you ready? Are you ready? Try. Not giving much difference. Try it sincerely. Try it sincerely. Try. Take the paper and pen and try it. I said that you are not that much experts right now. If you practice, you can. So that's why right now you practice it. You do it. Don't say B, D, etc. Say Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Chennai, Delhi, Egypt, like that. Bangalore, 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 Bangalore. Oh, you like Bangalore? Ahmedabad. A for Ahmedabad. Come on. Bangalore. Delhi. Green shirt. Bangalore. Don't say Hyderabad. It's not there in ABCD. Shall we try? So mod x is equal to 6. What is the value of x? Either 6 or minus 6. When x is equal to 6, this is correct, right? When x is equal to minus 6, that is right or wrong? Wrong. Okay, now tell me here, are you able to come for a conclusion or unable? Data is sufficient or not sufficient? I already said that A for Ahmedabad, you said that A for animal. That's why it's wrong. Right, good. Shall we go for the next one? Maybe you like Sandeep Reddy Vanga, that's why you are giving animal. Okay, good, let's go for the next one. Mod x, step x is equal to 6. Means the value of x lies between 6 to 6.9999 and so on, right or wrong? When x is equal to 6, this is greater, correct? When x is equal to 6.99 also this is correct. Now tell me, if step x is equal to 6, this is correct, yes or no? You got unique conclusion or not? When you got it here, Second one 11. So can I say that the answer is B? That's it. Am I clear? Good. So now you can understand one point. I am not at all focusing on the topics. I'm just focusing on what is data sufficiency. That's it. Right or wrong? Just small change. Try it. X less than 5 or not? Zero. B for Bangalore. Bangalore. Chennai. Bangalore. Which one? D for Delhi. Doll. Darling. Chennai. Chennai. D for Delhi. C. Shall we try once? Mod x is equal to 6 here. What's the value of x? Either 6 or minus 6. If it is 6, it is correct or wrong? Wrong. I am not asking x greater than 5 or not. I am asking x less than or not. If it is 6, it means less than 5 or not? Not. If it is minus 6? Yes. Okay. Are you able to take a decision or unable to take? If you are unable to take that, how this is correct? If it is not correct, how it will become Chennai? Right or wrong? Go with the next one. Step x is equal to 6 means x is lies in the range from 6 to 6.9999. Okay, whether it is 6 to any range, x will not be less than 5. Yes or no? Will not be less than 5 means that is right or wrong? Wrong, you got a conclusion. When you got it? When you got it? So this is right or wrong? Correct, sufficient. So what's the answer now? Bangalore. B for Bangalore. Sir, kappu halde na? Right. Shall we go for the next one? Shall we? D. E for Egypt. Egg. E. What about the remaining? Not in our class. C. E. Egypt. Bangalore. E for elephant. D for Delhi. Delhi. E. Don't say E is answer. I am unable to understand. Right, shall we start? Alright, is x greater than 5? Question. Fine. Yeah, this is dependent on only S1 or S1 and S2 both? Both. Okay. So, mod x plus mod y is equal to 10. Mod x may be 6. Mod y may be 4. Mod x may be 4. Mod y may be 6. So many possibilities like that. Only these are so many. So many. In that so many cases, what I can say is mod x if it is 6, x might be 6 or minus 6. In 6 case it is failing. Sorry, in 6 it is correct. In minus 6 it is wrong. Means am I able to come for a conclusion or unable to come? So chhod do. Okay, S1 alone is sufficient or not sufficient? Not sufficient. Chhod do. Mod y is equal to how much here? 5. Mod y is equal to how much? 5. If mod y is equal to 5, you can speak something about y, not about x. Yes or no? So this is sufficient or not sufficient? Then I will go for together. I am going with together. What is the value of mod y here? I am not asking about y. I am asking about mod y value is how much. Okay. Can I replace this mod y with 5? Yes or no? Then what is the value of mod x here? How much it is? 5. Mod x is equal to 5 means x is equal to 5 or minus 5. Yes or no? Okay, if x is equal to 5, this is correct or wrong? X is equal to 5, that is correct or wrong? X is equal to minus 5, that is correct or wrong? I am asking you only. Wrong. Okay, both the cases it is wrong. Means I can conclude that that is wrong. When I have concluded that, say it loudly. First one or second one or together? Together means what is the answer? D for Delhi. Clear? Are you realizing that where you are doing the mistake? Okay, good. Can I ask you one more? Are you ready? I am not giving much change here. Now you try it. What's the correction I made? X greater than 5, change it to x less than y. Less than 5. Come on, try. D or E? Delhi. Delhi. Who is the captain of Delhi? Pant. So now you started supporting him. What's the answer? D for Delhi. E for Egypt. 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 Delhi. Egypt. Egypt. Shall we solve? Can I conclude that first one is sufficient or not sufficient? Can I say this is not sufficient? Because, okay, if x is equal to 1, mod y is equal to 9, then what happens here? Mod x is equal to 1 means x is equal to either 1 or minus 1. In this case, 1 and minus 1 both are less than 5 is correct. But the same, when it is 9 and it is 1, okay, then what happens here? X is equal to either 9 or minus 9. When it is minus 9, it is correct. When it is 9, it is not correct. So are you able to come for a conclusion or unable to come? So ruled out. This is about only mod y, so not. I'll go with together. When I go with together, substitute mod y is equal to 5. Then you will get mod x is equal to how much here? 5. That implies x is equal to how much here? Either 5 or minus 5. 5 less than 5, right or wrong? 5 less than 5. No. Minus 5 less than 5. Where you got the conclusion here when both together also? Both together also? Not sufficient. Have gone more both together, right? Both together also sufficient or not sufficient? So what's the answer then? Got it? Are you noticing? Are you correcting yourself where you are doing the mistake? Can I change a small thing in it? Are you ready for that? Come on, try. Come on, all of you sit properly and work it out fast. All of you sit properly. Delhi. Delhi. Bangalore. Delhi. Delhi. A. Ahmedabad. A for Ahmedabad. Diversified answers you got, na? Only A, only B, both together. A. Delhi. What's your answer? Delhi. Daredevils. Delhi. Delhi. Mumbai. E. Shall we try? So, statement 1 says that mod x plus mod y is equal to how much here? 5. Mod x is either positive or 0. Yes or no? Will it be negative or will not be negative? Will it be negative or will not be negative? Mod y will be either positive or 0. It will never be negative. So, means that two positive numbers, if you are adding, you are getting 5. Means the highest value that mod x takes is 0. The highest value that mod x can take is 0 and mod y takes is 5. Extremes I am taking. The highest value of mod x takes is 5 and the minimum value of mod y takes is 0, right? Means can I say that mod x ranges from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes or no? When mod x is equal to 0, x value is how much? 0 only, right? 0 greater than 5, right or wrong? Say it loudly. Wrong. If mod x is equal to 1, x will be how much? Minus 1 to 1, right? Minus 1 or 1? Minus 1 is greater than this or less than this? I am asking you. 1 is greater than 5, right or wrong? Wrong. Okay. 2 means either minus 2 or plus 2. Okay. Minus 2 and plus 2 both are wrong, right? 3. Minus 3 plus 3? Wrong. Minus 4 plus 4? Minus 5 plus 5? Minus 5 greater than 5 is wrong. 5 greater than 5 is also wrong. So, I can say that that is wrong only, right? Means I can conclude that, sir, whatever is the value that you take for it, okay, for mod x, so always this is right or wrong? Wrong. Oh, you got a conclusion. When you got it, both together or only A? Only A. So, definitely this is sufficient. Sir, S2 is not sufficient. No need to go for both together, yes or no? Good. So, what's the answer? A for Ahmedabad. Clear for you? Do you understand the beauty of data sufficiency? It's just a game. Okay. so that when you are walking, some oil I will pour. You will fall down. I will say that yes, I am succeeded. That is the version of the examiner. That's it. Am I right or wrong? Anyway, am I giving any complex questions to you? Simple ones, right? But still, what I am trying? That's it. That's the beauty of it. Okay. Can I go for the next one? I hope you understand the data sufficiency, the concept of data sufficiency. Okay. Now I'll give you only one example how the topics will be mingled here. Okay. Right. Question: is P a prime? Let's ask my question. Is P a prime number or not? I mean, number system only oriented question I am giving. Statement 1. 4P is not prime. Statement 2. P by 4 is prime. What is the answer? A, B, C, D, E. 5 options you choose. Shall we start explanation? Yeah, don't go through the paper here. Please do not go through it. Leave it. Here what you can say is, any number if you multiply with P, it will never be a prime number. Take the 4 multiples here. 4 1s are 4, not a prime. 4 2s are 8, not a prime. 4 3s are 12, not a prime. Yes or no? Okay, now tell me here, 4P is not a prime. Is a statement or a useless statement? Statement or a useless statement, yeah. Take P a prime number. P is 2, suppose. Okay, I'm supporting P is a prime number, correct. I'm taking P is 2. 4P is not a prime. Yes, it is. I'm not supporting it. I'm against to it. Can I take P is equal to 4? Can I take 4P means 4 4s are 16? Is not a prime number, yes or no? Now tell me, from this, are you able to come for a conclusion that P is a prime number, or unable to come for a conclusion that P is not a prime number? Able to come or unable to come? If P is equal to prime number, that is correct. P is equal to not prime number, that is correct. Now tell me, if 4P is prime number, are you able to say that P is a prime number? Yes or no? Yes or no? No. So first one is sufficient or not sufficient? Not sufficient. Go with the second one. P by 4 is a prime number. Okay, means P by 4 is equal to, you can take 2, 3, 4, so not 4, 5, 7, etc. Then if you cross multiply, P is equal to 4 into, these all are natural numbers only, na? 4 into some natural number, right? 4 into natural number means 4 multiple. Which is 4 multiple? P is a 4 multiple. 4 multiple means it will be a prime number or will not be a prime number? Okay, now tell me, if P by 4 is a prime number, okay, P a prime number or not a prime number? Now you got a conclusion. When you got it? B alone. So can I say that the answer is S2 alone is sufficient to answer that question? Can I say that the answer is Bangalore? Am I clear? Sorry? Repeat the first one. Okay. So what I said is 4P is not a prime number. Okay. You want to compare P is a prime number or not? Okay. You support P is equal to prime. I am not supporting P is not prime. Okay. From this, suppose if I fail, that means that you are correct. If you fail, I am correct. If both fail, that is incorrect. If both are correct, that is also unable to judge us. Yes or no? Okay. Tell me one prime number of your own. 2. Okay. 4P means 4 2s are 8. Is not a prime number. So you are correct. Happy. I am going with my one. Can I take P prime, not prime number, right? 10 I am taking. 4P is not a prime number. Means I am also correct. Now tell me, if 4P is not a prime number, P is a prime number or not? You are unable to say. Unable to say means data is not sufficient. Am I clear, all of you? Got it? Like this. Okay, now I have shown you with what do you say, number system, right? The familiar one for you. Okay, suppose he can ask a question like this. Age of P is. What is asking? Age of P. Statement 1. 4 years ago, or 10 years ago, A's and B's ages are in the ratio 2:3. Are in the ratio 2:3. Statement 2. 10 years hence, A's and B's ages are in the ratio 4:5. Are in the ratio 4:5. Suppose he gave a data like this. Now you try it. As usual, 5 options A, B, C, D, E. Bhargav, uploaded in great. Change it to A here. He's asking what is the age of A. Come on, try. Both together are sufficient. D for Delhi. D for Delhi. Here we have 21 questions. 21 question means 21 into 1.5. 30. 31.5 minutes. Yeah, got the answer. Can I explain you? Right, good, yeah. So whatever the process that you want, you can go for it. 10 years ago, A and B's ages are in the ratio 2:3 means. Are you able to compare a conclusion from this one? No. 10 years ago, 2:3 means 20:30 is one case. Okay, or suppose 18 and 27 is also another case, right? Both the cases 2:3 is possible. Suppose if you want the age of A, in this case, 10 years ago 20 means right now 30. Okay. In this case, 10 years ago 18 means right now he is 28. Means able to compare a unique or unable to compare a unique. Okay, so definitely statement 1 alone is not sufficient. Similarly, statement 2 also not, because in the way of 10 years ago, 10 years hence also to make it correct, I can go for different possibilities, right or wrong? So that is not. Then I have to go for together. Together to solve it, we have number of ways. One among them and the best among them is this is the one. This is the present ages. 10 years ago means this gap is 10 years. Okay, 10 years hence, that means this gap is 10 years. 10 years ago, the ratio is how much? 2:3. 10 years hence, it is 4:5. 4:5. Now, what I can tell you is, here his age is 2 parts, now it is 4 parts. How many parts increased there? 2 parts. Or else, think of the same. 3 parts, 5 parts. How many parts increased? To increase 2 parts, here 10 years, here 10 years. Total, how many years you spent? Okay, 2 parts, 20 years means 1 part is? If 1 part is 10, 20 and 30 are their ages 10 years ago. Yes or no? Right now their ages are 30 and 40. A's age. You got the answer? Unable to got the answer? Yes, you got the answer. So data is sufficient or not sufficient? Sufficient. When it is sufficient? Together. So together is sufficient means which option is the answer? Fourth option. Is it clear? This one you can go like equations also, not a problem. Okay? Multiple methodologies are there to solve it. Here now I am asking about age. Tomorrow I will go for percentage. I will go for profit. I will go for loss. I will go for simple interest. I will go for compound interest. I can go for time and distance. I can go for time and work. Hope you understand. Any topic I can ask. Sir, why should I go for like that? How A is related to B? Question. How A is related to B? Statement 1. A's fathers, wives, only sons, wife is B. Like that, I will give one statement, I will give another statement. Means blood relations, right? Yes, I can. Okay. So, what is the shortest distance between A and B? What is the shortest distance between A and B? Okay. From A, If you travel 10 kilometers north, you will find X. From X, if you go 20 kilometers to the west, you will find Y. From there, go 10 kilometers in the right, you will find B. That is statement 1. Then what happens? You can draw the diagram and then you can find the distance between them. Yes or no? Okay, like that also I can give the question. Means this is a question from directions. Means I can go for data sufficiency from any topic. From which topic? Any topic. Is it clear for you? Good. Shall we start the exam? Come on, start. Online and offline students, make it fast. All of you once check the 10th question. 10th question. Observe the statement 1. City is 18 kilometers from city R. That is ridiculous. City Q is. Statement 1. City Q is 18 kilometers from city R. Okay? Then carry on with your work. I'll give 2 suggestions. Number 1. In data sufficiency, we are going with the different topics. Okay, means time and work, time and distance, like that, right? Okay, what we can say is, suppose I learned percentages, practice it, suppose. Means you will also schedule something, today is for one topic, tomorrow is for another topic. Except number system, permutations, combinations, chhod do these 2. Go to any other topic. Suppose percentages I prepared, or suppose time and work I prepared, ratios I prepared. Okay. So, being a student, I have a lot of doubts. Number 1, is my preparation sufficient or not? Common doubt, yes or no? Okay, I want to know myself that is my preparation perfect or not. Then, from the internet, through different websites, download 10 to 20 questions from the data sufficiency questions from that. Okay, 10 to 20 data sufficiency questions. Okay, just leave the paper and pen. Take the paper. Answer is A. B. Just do like that. Hope you understand. Like that, write your answers. Out of 20, if 17 at around are correct, means I'm taking paper and pen, or that's it only. That's it only. So if you can correct at least more than 15 out of 20, then you decide that I'm perfect in it. Suppose, sir, I'm seeing what I'm doing. I'm using paper and pen. Now at least out of 20, if I'm 15, 16, 17 questions are correct, that means that the subject with me is good, but I'm not perfect. To get the perfection, I just need to practice the questions. The concept, whatever I learned, is superb. Got it? Sir, only 10 correct. That means that the concept is not perfect. You have to learn the concept. You have to practice it. Do you understand that? This will create a checklist for yourself, or self milestones for your preparation. Okay. Second one. Here, shall we think of the merits and demerits of students, especially? You know your merits. Everybody has their own merits. Okay, you will read one topic, maybe CSAT, maybe history, geography, whatever, GS, anything. When you prepare for it, you are unable to say that from where he will give the question, yes or no. That is the biggest problem for every student, not for civils, for any examination. I will give you one suggestion. Okay, suppose I am your CSAT faculty, Ashok. You want to perfect in CSAT. Okay. Right now I am dealing with percentages, tomorrow profit and loss, like that I am discussing. Suppose if it is not a workshop, it is a regular classroom. Okay. Contact the faculty. Sir, daily from each topic, I will give you 30 questions or 40 questions. Just see it, sir. Glance it. Or if you have enough patience, sir, in each topic I will give you 50 questions. Questions. Prepare the questions by your own. I am repeatedly saying that you give 10 questions, not a problem, but don't take the question from any book. Write the question from your heart, from your brain. Okay. See, if you can write 10 questions from each topic initially, within a week it will become 50. The same time you can consume, Okay, but you will write 30 to 40 questions in the same time with your own questions. Okay, because now you're learning the concept as a student point of view, right or wrong? So, the paper setter, suppose I am the paper setter, my perspective will be different. Yes or no? Do you know my perspective? My perspective means giving a question, framing a question. Okay, so do you know that perspective or not? Not. You should come to my perspective and solve in the examination hall. Simultaneously, you should come into my perspective and doing. In the examination hall is difficult. Start writing your own questions. Start writing your own questions. Per topic, 10 questions, 20 questions, 30 questions, 50 questions of your own. Including the numbers your own. Try to be perfect. If I give a question, it looks like very easy and the calculation will be too difficult. Or else I'll give a question, it looks like it's an IIT question, but if you do it in a proper way, it will be like this you can do. I can give the question like that. Once if you can frame like that, that means that you know the perspective of the examiner. Once you know the perspective, means how the examiner thinks, the exam will become a cakewalk for you. Simply cakewalk. Okay. Not only that, take history, take politics, take economy. Prepare the questions of your own. Okay, you'll read a book, you'll listen a class, okay, etc. All leave it. Just to take some A4 sheets, white sheets. Take a pen, write your own question, write your own question, write your own question. Okay, so for 1 hour class, if you listen, at least prepare 5 to 10 questions. Then what happens is you can understand which areas I have to focus. Got it? Then undoubtedly, cracking the examination is not always the toughest. Going in the right pointer, right methodology is important. Right direction is important. Okay? Right, anyhow, so let's go for the problems of the explanation on data sufficiency. Data sufficiency by myself, Amarnath. Okay, let us see the questions one by one. First question. Two statements S1 and S2 are given below, followed by a question. Okay, first read the question. N is a unique natural number between 10 and 20. Then what is N? So, what he wants is the value of N, how much he is asking. So, the first one, N is a prime number. Sir, he already said in the question that 10 to 20. 10 to 20, we have only one prime number or multiple? Oh my god, 11, 13, 17, 19. But N is a unique natural number, right? We have to give multiple answers or unique answer? Yes or unable to give? Unable to give. So, S1 is sufficient or not sufficient? N leaves a remainder of 1 when divided by 4. So, 10 to 20, I am forgetting about S1. I am going only to S2. Okay. So, it is lying between 10 to 20. 10 to 20 means 11 to 19 only. When you divide with 4, the remainder is how much? 1. Remainder 1 means 4 multiple plus 1. Yes or no? 10 to 24 multiples are 12 and 16. Leaves a remainder of 1 means plus 1. Means 13 and 17. Okay, sir, I need a unique answer, right? Is it possible or not possible? So, second one is sufficient or not sufficient? Individually not means I will go for together, sir. If I go for together, so it's a prime number, it's a 13 and 17. So, 13 and 17 is common in both, right? Are you able to break the tie? Even if you take both, you are unable to break the tie. So, both together also sufficient or not sufficient? Okay, what is the answer here? D, for Delhi. So, I am very much happy because one question I have completed in 1 minute or 2 minutes. Earlier it will be 10 minutes, right? Good. See the next one. I am going to the question here. CSAT 2020 here. What are the two numbers? Their product is 21, their sum is 10. Product is 21, sum is 10. What are the numbers here? You tell me. 7 threes. Yes or no? Okay. So, what are the numbers means? First one is sufficient or second one is sufficient or both together? Both together. Yes or no? Both together is sufficient, right? So, what's the answer? See, S1 and S2 together are sufficient to answer the question, but neither S1 alone nor S2 alone is sufficient to answer the question. Superb. Yes or no? Okay, good. But this question, that is right, but you should know the procedure for it. Okay? Right. A plus B is equals to 10. AB is equals to 21. Okay. Then what you have to do is, you might go with factorization of 21. 1 into 21 and 3 into 7. Yes or no? Okay, that means that the numbers are 1 plus 21 if I take it is not 10, right? 3 plus 7 if I take it is 10, right? So, happily, what are the two numbers? 3 and 7. Is it right or wrong? Okay. The other point you should learn is A minus B, if you want, it has a formula. Okay, A minus B is equals to, not a formula, you know A plus B expansion, A plus B whole square, A minus B whole square, right? From that you will get it. A plus B whole square means A square plus B square plus 2AB. Plus 2AB minus 4AB. Minus 2AB. So A square plus B square minus 2AB means A minus B whole square under root means A minus B. Okay. So A plus B you know, AB you know, substitute, you will get A minus B value. That value and A plus B if you take, you will get unique values for A and B. If you are getting unique values means that definitely that is the correct one. Okay. Okay, two statements. Yeah, question. Let's go. Among four numbers P, Q, R, and S, which is the largest? Okay, which is the largest? See the first statement. R is greater than P as well as Q. Here R is greater than P, Q here, but among P, Q, I don't know which is greater. Sir, what about S? No, don't go for the second one. Okay, think of the first one only. S1 alone is sufficient or not sufficient? Not sufficient. Leave it. Okay, S2 is saying that S is not the largest one, but it is not saying that which is the largest one, right or wrong? So now tell me this is sufficient or not sufficient? Not sufficient. Okay. So if individually they are not sufficient means go with the together. If I go for together, what I can say, sir, P and Q will be the largest one or will not be the largest ones? Say it loudly. When compared to P and Q, R is larger, na? So P and Q will not be the largest, right? Strike out. He said that S is not right, largest. Then who has the possibility to become the largest one? Okay, now tell me who is largest? You got the conclusion. When you got it? Both together. So now tell me what's the answer? C. Okay. Are you validating your answers? Good. Okay. Question. CSAT 2021 here. What day of the 14th of the given month? Okay. What day is the 14th of that month? So he's saying some month. In that month, 14th is which day? Here, if I want to know 14th is which day on that particular month, if you know any one day is so and so, you can answer it yes or no. Any one day. Okay. Here, what's the first statement one? The last day of the month is a wedding day. Okay. That's it. Right. The last day of the month means, what is the date? 30, 31st, 29, 28. Yeah. It has a lot of ambiguity. From that one, are you able to conclude or unable to conclude? So, chodo. S2. The third Sunday of the month was the 17th day. Enough. Sir, 17th day is Sunday. That is third Sunday, 10th Sunday. I don't want any problem, right or wrong? Okay, that is a Sunday. 14th is, hey, whatever it is. I don't want the answer, right? I have to tick Sunday, wedding day, Saturday. I have to tick like that, or data sufficient or not sufficient? Now tell me, if I write Sunday, will it create any problem for you? Okay, not a problem. It is Saturday. 14th is which day? Are you able to answer or not? Yes, you can. Okay, the data is sufficient or not sufficient? When it is sufficient? Okay. So can I say that only S2 alone is sufficient? B is the answer? Hey, all correct. Very nice. Okay, everybody got all four correct? Those who attempted? Correct? No. Not a problem. Try. Okay. Consider two statements are question. Is PQ an odd integer? Okay. CSAT 2019 here. PQ is odd or not, he is asking. Here, if you want to say that P into Q is odd, either P should be odd or Q should be odd. Yes, sir, both should be odd. Both should be odd. If you take any one even number, product will be even only, right? Okay. So you should say that both P and Q should be odd only. Right? Because product of two even numbers will be odd and even will be 5 into 4, 20 even. Yes or no? So both should be odd. 3 sevens are 21. Yes. Okay. Okay. First one, P and Q both are prime numbers. From that, are you able to say that P and Q both are odd numbers? No, sir. Because prime numbers 2 is also there. 2 is odd number or even number? Even. So from this, are you able to decide or unable to decide? Over the next one, P plus Q is an odd integer. Okay, P plus Q is odd. When will you get sum is odd one? Both odd numbers. What you will get? 3 plus 5, 8, even number. So, it is odd means that is not the case. Okay, both even numbers, 6 and 8, sum is 14, not an odd number. Okay, that means that definitely out of these two, one even, one odd. Yes or no? If one is even, one is odd, then what about the 2 5s? 2 plus 5, 7, odd. So that means that definitely one is even, one is odd. That is sure. Sir, when one is even, one is odd, product will be odd or will not be odd? Say loudly. So means is PQ is an odd number? Yes or no? Yes or no? I'm asking you only. No. Okay, no means you got a conclusion. When you got it, both are only S2. Only S2. So answer is only S2 is sufficient. So which option is answer? B. Okay. Can I go to the next one? Yes, CSAT 2021 year. Question. Who is the heaviest among A, B, C, D and E? So 5 characters are there. Who is the heaviest he is asking. Okay, what's the first statement here? Each A and D is heavier than each B, E and F. Okay. Each A and D is heavier than B, E, F. What is the meaning of that? Each A and D means A and D, two cases you have to take. Heavier than each of B, E, F. Means when compared to B, E, F, each one A is heavier. Yes or no? When compared to B, E, F, each one is B is heavier than both. Yes or no? Sir, he is asking about the heaviest, sir. But A and D, who is heaviest? Am I able to decide or unable to decide from the statement 1 alone? Unable to decide. So statement 1 alone is sufficient or not sufficient? Go with the statement 2. But wait. The game is not over. Each of A, D is heavier than each of B, E, F, but none of them is heaviest. What is the meaning of none of them is heaviest? These all are not heaviest. If these all are not heaviest, who is the left one here? Observe. A, B, okay, C is not there, D, E, F. Sir, all covered, sir, except C. Can I say that these all are not heaviest means C is the heaviest? Yes or no? Okay. So from the statement 1 alone, are you able to decide or not? Say it loudly. Okay. Then answer is directly A. No need to go with B. Why? Because either option is not there. Yes or no? Observe the first one. Statement 1 alone sufficient to answer the question. Statement 2 alone sufficient to answer the question. Both 1 and 2 are required to answer the question. Means both together. Okay. Fifth one is neither statement 1 alone nor statement 2 alone is sufficient. Now tell me which has the possibility to become the answer? A. First one, right or wrong? So that is the answer. If you want, we can go for the second one also. A is heavier than D, but is lighter than. Forget about this statement. Only B shall we check? A is heavier than D. Heavier than D means in between A and D, any number of people might be there. I don't know. Okay, A is heavier than D, but lighter than C. That means A is lighter than C. Okay, these three. Okay. What about the remaining B and E? B can be here. Wait. You are going to statement 1 now. Then how you will say that statement 2 alone sufficient? Both are required. Why are already 1 alone sufficient? She alone can throw it out. How can you say that both together are required to answer, throw it out? Do you understand my point? I already decided, na? Shall we go to statement 1 alone? Each of A and D is heavier than each of B, E, F. Okay, A is heavier than these all. D is heavier than these all. But none of them is heaviest. None of them means A is not heaviest, B is not heaviest, E is not heaviest, F is not there, that is also not heaviest, D is not heaviest. Okay, then who has the possibility to become the heaviest one? Only C. When you got the answer? Only S1 alone. When S1 alone sufficient, what is the use of S1 and S2? You throw it out. Required or not required? Not required. So, hope you understand. S1 alone sufficient. So, answer is here. Can I go to the next question here? Can I? Okay. Priya is, go to the question. What is Seema's rank from the top in the class of 40 students? Point 1. Total strength of the class is 40. You want whose rank? Seema. Whose rank? Not Rayalaseema, just Seema. Okay, good. Priya is 4 ranks below Seema. Statement 1 I am going. Okay, Priya is 4 ranks below Seema. Yes or no? Okay. And is 31st from the bottom. Who is 31st from the bottom? Priya is 31st. From the top or from the bottom? Okay, from the bottom her rank is 31 here. From the bottom her rank is 31. Okay. 31, 32, 33, 34. Her rank is how much? 35 from the top or from the bottom? Total strength of the class is how much here? Total 40, 35 means above how many members are there? From the top her rank is which one? Hey, I got the answer. Yes or no? Yes. S1 alone is sufficient or not sufficient? Come on, speak out. Sufficient. Okay. Now observe, either S1 alone or S2 alone is sufficient to is there, sir. Now we have to go for the next one. Okay. Correct. Observe the 4 options. Earlier either is missing, right? This time either is present, right? Now tell me why I have explained with 5 options. Because any one can be removed. Are you able to confirm that, sir? Definitely either will be removed. So far, if you observe, this is 7th question, means 6 questions either is missing. In the 7th question, it is available. Okay, that is the reason I have explained all the 5 options at a time. Okay, good. So statement 2, Ina is 2 ranks above Seema. Yeah, forget about this one. Yeah, S2 I am going. Ina is 2 ranks above Seema. This is Seema. Ina is 2 ranks above, and is 37th from the bottom. Ina is 37th from the bottom here. 36, 35th from the bottom here. Again, same cinema. Are you able to decide the rank or not? Yes, you can. So S2 is sufficient or not sufficient? S1 alone sufficient? S2 alone sufficient. So can I say that either or? So what's the answer here? C. Am I clear? Am I clear? Question. CSAT 2020 here. Are there more than 100 figures in that book? Okay, suppose this is the book that he has given. Okay, in this book, do you have 100 figures or not? More than 100 or not, he is asking. Okay, good. What I am thinking about the first statement, there are not more than 2 figures on any page of a 51 page book. Not more than 2. Means more than 2 is not there. Less than 2 can be there. Means suppose one page might have 2 images. One image. No image also. Yes or no? Total how many pages are there here? 51. What about the maximum number of images? Each one has 2. Suppose 51 2s are 1 or 2 maximum. What about the minimum? 0. Each page doesn't have any. 51 zeros are 0. Okay, from the statement 1 he is saying that 0 to 1 or to 2 you will get. Yes or no? Okay. So S1 sufficient or not sufficient here? Not sufficient, because he is asking more than 100 figures or not. If it is 0 to 100 and 1 or 2, if you take the case 99, not more than 100. If you take 101, more than 100. Are you able to come for a conclusion or unable to come for a conclusion? Unable to come for a conclusion. Data is sufficient or not sufficient? Chod S2. There is at least 1 figure on every page. Okay. So I am not thinking of S1, sir. Only S2 is there in my brain. Okay, sir, how many pages are there? I don't know. Every page has how many? At least 1. Sir, the book has only 10 pages, sir. Each page has only 1 image. At least 1 means 1 or more, right? Yes or no? Okay, suppose this is a 10-page book. Each page has only 1 image. Total how many images are there? 10. Means this is correct or wrong? Wrong. Sir, it has 1000 pages book, sir. Each page has 1 image. Total will be 1000. This is right or wrong? Say it loudly. Wrong. Wrong or right? Right. More than 100 is there, no? Yes or no? 1000 pages book. Each page has total 1000 images. He is asking more than 100 figures are there or not? He is asking. Do you have 100 figures more than 100 or not? Yes, means that is right or wrong? Right. So, from this are you able to come for a conclusion or not? Individually, no. Then go for both together. Going for together. Going for together means each page has more than one, so at least one, not more than two. Means either one or two images. Yes or no? The book has how many pages now? Okay, if each one has one image, 51 into 1, 51 images. Each one has two images, it will be 1 or 2. So the range change it from 0 to 1 or 2, change it to 51 to 1 or 2. But still I am unable to say that it is more than 100 or less than 100. Yes or no? So data is sufficient or not sufficient? Both together also not sufficient. Okay. Means which option is answer? C. S1 and S2 together also not sufficient to answer that question. Yes. Okay. Can I go to the next question? Question. Who among A, B, C, D is the youngest? Okay. You want the youngest? Okay. So first one. Oh, S1, S2, S3 also. Not at all a problem. We can yo-yo. S1 says that C is younger than D. Okay. But older than A and B. Yes or no? First statement only. Now tell me here, total A, B, C, D. A and B and C are not eldest. D is the eldest. Yes or no? But who is the youngest I am unable to say because A and B, I don't know who is younger, who is elder. Yes or no? S1 alone is sufficient or not sufficient? Not sufficient. Go to the S2. D is the oldest. I am not thinking of S1. I am going for S2. Okay. D is the oldest. Okay. Next one. From this, are you able to decide or unable to decide? Unable to decide. S3, yeah, no need to go like this also. Go with the options here. S1 alone is sufficient to answer the question. Right or wrong? First option? No. Remaining has S1, S2, S2, S3, S1, S3, right? Shall we go for combinations? Okay, first S1, S2 I am going. Okay, already D is eldest. From both the same you are getting, but you want the eldest one or youngest one? So S1, S2 is right answer or wrong answer? So leave it. S2, S3 I am going. S3 is A is older than B. Sir, now by seeing these two you can answer, right? Because youngest will be either A or B. A is elder than B, means who is the youngest? Say loudly. B, you got the answer, right? When you got it? S1 and S3. So, right, what is the answer? That's it. Okay. Can I go to the next question here? Question. Consider the question statements given below in respect of three cities. In respect of three cities, P, Q, R in a state. Okay. How far is city P from city Q? Okay. He is asking about the distance between P and Q. Okay. Have you solved it? What is the answer you got? What is meant by C? Both together are sufficient. Both together are not sufficient. Okay. Only one small adjustment they have taken. Those who said sufficient. Okay. They thought that they are like this. Right? Who said like that? They might be like this. Yes or no? That's it. Okay. So, how far is city P from city Q? Okay. City Q is 18 km from city R. Okay. Between Q and R, the distance is how much? 18 km. From this, are you able to decide distance between P and Q? No. Leave it. 2. CSAT 2022 here. City P is 43 kilometers from city R. Distance between P and R is how much? 43. Which of the following is correct in respect of the questions? Okay. Distance between P and Q here. Common diagram, sir, P sir, R sir, Q sir. Yes or no? PR is how much? 43. QR is how much? So happy sir, PQ is 25. Yes or no? But at least in this one I have a small doubt. Okay. Is it not possible? Q and R distance is how much? P and R is how much? What is the distance between Q and R? At least you should think like this now. Yes or no? Then Already you got two answers. So this is P, sir. This is Q, sir. This is R, sir. Distance between Q and R is how much? Distance between P and R is how much? What about this? I am unable to decide. Yes or no? How many cases are there? Only one case or so many cases? So answer is possible or not possible? So that's why both together also not possible. Okay, so which option is answer? I thought that most of the students will go for both 1 and 2 together is sufficient. Correct answer, good boy. Right. Got it. So, as I said earlier, is he giving hard questions or just a small amount of oil on the floor? Just oil, right? Good. Yeah, what is the age of Manisha Koirala? Statement 1. Manisha Koirala is 24 years younger than her mother. Yeah, if I want to answer this question, I have a small doubt. Okay. Right now, my age is sweet 16. What's your age, Rajkumar? 25. So, he is elder to me by 9 years. Because I am 16, he is 25, right? Okay, my brother. Okay. Right. So, after 5 years, my age will be 65. I said sweet 16 year, you Durmarguda. I said he is elder by 9 years. You Durmarguda. Reverse punch. Right. So I am 16, he is 25. He is elder to me by 9 years. Still, how can you say that I am 60 year? You. Right. After 5 years, what's my age? 21. What's his age? 30. Still, how many years he is elder to me? 9 years. Before 2 years, what's my age? 14. His age is? How many years he is elder to me? The difference will change or will not change? Keep this in your brain. Now we will do it in a fastest manner, simplest manner. Okay? Yeah, statement 1. Manisha is 24 years younger than her mother. If you know mother's age, you can find Manisha's age. But do you have a scope to calculate the age of either mother or Manisha? So, statement 1 alone sufficient or not sufficient? Going with statement 2. 5 years later, the ages of Manisha and her mother will be in the ratio 3:2? Yeah, 5 years ago ratio. Okay. 5 years ago, I don't know the age of Manisha. I don't know the age of mother. How can I say that the age of Manisha right now? Yes or no? Statement 2 alone sufficient or not sufficient? Together I am going. Here, Manisha is 24 years younger than her mother means difference is 24 years, right? The difference changes or will not change? After 5 years also, the difference will be how much? Say it loudly. 24. Difference is 2 parts, right? I am not doing. If 2 parts is 24, 1 part you can calculate. You can calculate the age of Manisha. This is after 5 years. Means you can calculate the present age of Manisha also. Means, are you able to answer or unable to answer? Able to answer. So, data is sufficient or not sufficient? When it is sufficient? Both together. Both together. What do you answer for this question? C only, na? That's nice. Shall we go for the next question? 6 lectures A, B, C, D, E and F. Each of 1 hour duration are scheduled between 8 AM to 2 PM. 8 AM to 2 PM means how many hours here? 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. 6 hours, 6 lectures. Each one of 1 hour. This is 2022 here. Consider the following 2 statements given below. Question. Which lecture is the third period? So 6 lectures, right? Okay, 8 to 9, first one. 9 to 10, second one. 10 to 11, third one. 11 to 12, next. 12 to 1 and 1 to 2, 6 lectures, right or wrong? Third one means this is what we want. Yes or no? Okay. Statement 1. Lecture F is preceded by A and followed by C. Statement 1. Lecture F is preceded by A and followed by C. In between any person is possible or not possible? Not possible. Okay. From this, are you able to say that this is the third one, this is the third one, this is the third one? Because these 3 may fit like this, may fit like this, may fit like this, may fit like this also. So, yes or no? That's why that is it sufficient or not sufficient? Okay, go with S2. There is no lecture after B, means B is the last one. Okay, B is the last one. Okay, fine. So, I understand B is here. But what about the third one? Able to decide or unable to decide? Okay, chhod do. Okay, 1 is not sufficient, 2 is not sufficient. Going with the combination. If I go with the combination, sir, last one is B, sir, superb. AFC can be like this, like this, like this. Yes or no? If AFC is like this, A is the third lecture. If AFC is like that, F is the third lecture. If it is like this, C is the third lecture. Means now tell me, are you able to decide or unable to decide? Unable to decide means both together is sufficient or both together also not sufficient? Not sufficient. Which option is the answer? D. Okay. Going very fast. Okay. So 6 persons, CSAT 2022 here. A, B, C, D, E and F are sitting equidistant from each other around a circular table facing the center of the table. 6 persons facing the center of the table. Okay, equidistant means, can I say that? Why should I here? I will draw. Okay. So 6 persons and what is it? Equidistant means these two, these two, these two. Yes or no? That means these two are facing each other, facing each other, facing each other, opposite to each other. Next one. All are facing the center. Consider the question and two statements given below. Who is sitting on the immediate left of A? Okay. A's immediate left I want. If they are facing the center, suppose he is facing the center here. Left means this is the one. Right means this is the one. Okay. This is left and this is right. Here in the examination for this I will give you one suggestion. In the examination hall, on the rough sheet, you will draw like this now. When you are drawing, in general students means most of them are misers. Hope you know what is meant by miser. Right or wrong? They will draw like this. Small diagram. Left, right. They will fix that L sat here, R sat here. Do you understand my question? P, Q, R, S, T something he will say. Okay, they will decide that R already sat here na. Game is already over na. Got it? So that's why maintain some distance, social distancing. Okay, follow the protocol. What is the COVID protocol? Okay, good. Good. Who is immediate left of A? A's immediate left means like this. In the clockwise direction, we have to think of A's immediate left. Okay, so the next one. B is sitting opposite to C. Okay, B is sitting opposite to C means if it is B, it is C. Can I write like this or reverse also? No need. Because circular arrangement, suppose like this they have formed a circle. Okay, what is the name of that place? No specific name. Yes or no? That's why the table where they sit is not important. In the circular arrangement, already when I am discussing about circular permutation, I said that if you make one person to sit there, then the arrangement starts. Yes or no? I am making B to sit here. Then only the arrangement starts. Na? B's opposite is C. D is sitting opposite to E. This one I am unable to show. Because if I write D here and E here, that means that B's left is D. Yes or no? Okay, why should I take like that? Okay, D might be here, E might be here, right? B's left might be E. Because the arrangement starts now. So we should not go. Okay, I am writing here. D and E are opposite to each other. That means now tell me here, A's left is who? Are you able to decide or unable to decide? Unable to decide. Chhod do. I am going to statement 2, sir. F is sitting on the immediate left of B. Okay. So since I am not going to S1, remove that. Okay. In the S1 says that B and C are opposite to each other. Yeah, F is sitting on the immediate left of B. B's immediate left is F. Yes or no? Okay, fine. So from this, are you able to decide A's left side is who is the one? No. So S2 is sufficient or not sufficient? Go with the combination. So B's opposite is C. D and E are opposite. That means that these two places are fixed for D and E. But I don't know D here or E here or something. I don't know. But sir, definitely A will come here. Yes or no? Because that is the left one. Sir, you want the left side of A, na? Left side of A means this is the one, na? A's left side means this might be either D or E. Are you able to decide or unable to decide? Unable to decide means both together also required or not sufficient? Not sufficient. Which option is answer? D is the answer. Am I clear? Suppose if he is asking right of A, yes, we can. Okay, very good. Can I go to the next one? Is X an CSAT 2022 year? Is X an integer? Is asking X is an integer or not? Statement 1. X by 3 is not an integer. Yeah, what do you answer for this question here? What is the answer that you got for this question? 1 alone? You got? What is the remaining got? B alone. Either. What is C? Or both together? Yeah, you decide. Give me your answers, yeah. Bangalore. Okay. B. Bangalore. Bangalore. Shall we try once? Okay, good. First one. X by 3 is not an integer. He's asking that X is an integer or not. I'll do one thing here. Statement 1. X by 3 is not an integer. Okay, I am taking X is equal to 1. Such that X is an integer. I am taking X is equals to 1 by 3. X is not an integer. I am trying for the first one. 1 by 3 is not an integer. Yes or no? But X is an integer in this case. X is 1 by 3 now. 1 by 3 by 3. It will be 1 by 9 now. Is it an integer or not an integer? Not an integer. Okay, now tell me X is an integer or not an integer? Say it loudly. Okay, so if X by 3 is not an integer, in both the cases it is happening. But sometimes X is integer, sometimes X is not an integer. So now tell me from the S1 alone, are you able to decide or unable to decide? Okay, A alone sufficient is ruled out. Yes or no? Okay. Here now it's the turn for B. 3x is an integer. As usual, X integer, X not integer. Okay, I am taking example. X is equal to 1. Yes, 3x is an integer. Yes or no? Sir, X is not 1, sir. X is 1 by 3. 3x is integer. Yes or no? Okay, now tell me X is integer or unable to say? Able to say or unable to say? So, Bangalore was gone to Bihar. Okay, so B is the answer or not? Not. Chhod do. Then we will go with the combination. What is combination? 3x should be an integer. 3x should be an integer and x by 3 should not be an integer. Okay, x becoming integer, x not becoming integer, both I will try. Okay. Sir, x is equal to 1 I am taking, sir. Okay. So, x by 3 is an integer. First one is satisfied or not? Okay. Second one is saying that 3x is an integer. Yes or no? Yes or no? To satisfy both, x becoming the integer is a possibility because not I have verified all the cases. Yes or no? Sir, x is equal to 1 by 3 I am taking, sir. What S1 says? X by 3 is not an integer. Yes or no? Okay. S2 says that 3x is an integer. Yes or no? It also satisfied both, sir. But x is not an integer, sir. If both are satisfied also, x can be an integer. X cannot be an integer. Yes or no? Now tell me, both together also are able to decide or unable to decide? Oh, both together also unable. So answer is D. How many of you gave the answer as D? Only one. Good. What about the remaining? How many of you has not answered this question? Safe game. I like it. In the examination, that is very much important. Okay, CSAT 2022 here. Is Z the brother of X? Okay. Statement 1. X is brother of Y. S1. Here X is brother of Y. Okay. Y is brother of Z. Okay. That means that these three are siblings. Yes or no? Suppose if Z is male. Suppose, I am not saying he is male. If Z is male. Yes, Z is the brother of X. Yes or no? Suppose Z is female. Because here the gender of Z is unknown. Now, then Z will be brother or Z will be sister of X? He is asked that Z is the brother or not, he is asking. Are you able to decide or unable to decide right now? Unable to decide, then statement 1 is not sufficient. Leave it. Gone? Statement 2. X, Y, Z are siblings. What is meant by siblings here? Parents are same for all the three. What is the gender of Z? Again unknown. Again unknown means if he is male, yes, for X, Z is a brother. If Z is female, X will be sister. So S2 alone are able to decide or unable to decide? Okay, sir, I am trying with both together, sir. Both are saying that they are siblings. But you are not getting the gender of Z now. Are you able to decide Z is the brother or sister? Yes or no? Both together also no. What's the answer? D. Yeah, this question giving the wrong answer is very bad. Because this is a complex social, dead easy question. Dead easy question, right? Yes? Consider CSAT 2023 year. There are 5 members A, B, C, D, E in a family. Okay, 5 members. Question. What is the relation of E to B? E to B. What is the meaning of that? What is the relation of E to B? Means for B, how E is related. Yes or no? You have to define the relation from B to E. How B calls E. Yes or no? Oh, good. Statement 1 says that A and B are married couple. Okay, fine. But who is male, who is female? I don't know. Okay, E is not there, so I am unable to call E. S1 is sufficient or not sufficient? Okay. Observe the options here. S1, S2, S3 are sufficient to answer the question. B, yeah, A is S1, S2, S3 together. Okay, B says that S1, S3, S4 together. C says that all the 4 together. Okay, S1, S2, S3, S4. Okay, D says that all 4 statements also not sufficient. Okay, good. Shall we try now? Okay, good. So, no need to go with individual ones. Alright. Okay, next. Yeah, A and D are married couple. Leave it. S2 says that D is father of C. Right or wrong? Okay, S3 says that E is D's son. Okay, D's son. Okay. S4 says that A and C are sisters. Sisters means sisters to each other. Okay. So first option I am trying S1, S2, S3. S1, S2, S3. Okay. A and B are married couple. Superb. DC, DE. DE is not related to AB. DC is not related to AB. Yes or no? Am I able to accommodate AB and DE simultaneously in a diagram? Some of you not understood. Okay. If I take S1, S2, S3. Okay, for D, C is a children. For D, E is a son. Yes or no? That means these 2 are siblings. D is the father. Yes or no? S2, S3. S1 says that A and B are couple. A and B are siblings of D. A and B are siblings to, A or B is a sibling to D. Okay, a sibling to E. Do you know that or unable to know? Unable to draw it, right? Okay, that means that are you able to define the relation between E to B or unable to define? So, even S1, S2, S3 is possible or not possible? Not possible. Okay, what I strongly believe is, the relation that you want is B and E. Yes or no? So, S1 is mandatory, S3 is mandatory. If I want to relate S1 and S3, S4 is required. Because S4 relates A and C. Yes or no? If A and C are related, okay, C and B relates. Okay, it's becoming complex, I understand from your faces. I am going to the second one here. What it is? S1, S3, S4. Okay, S3, S4 says that S1, S3, S1, S4 take it. Okay, A and B are married couple and that too A is sister, female. That means that B is male. A's sibling is C. Right or wrong? S3, S4. If I take S1 also, S1 means already used now. S1, S4 I now S3. S3 says that D and E. D and E both are not in this one now. I am unable to accommodate them, right? So, second one is right or second one is also not right? Okay, chhod do. Third one, S1, S2, S3, S4 means all the 4 you can use simultaneously. Okay, shall we try? Okay. Sir, A and B are married couple. A is sister. Okay, that means that B is husband. A and C are siblings. Okay. Next one, C's father is D. Okay. D's son is E. That means that these three are siblings. Okay. What is the question? What is the relation of E to B? For B, E is her spouse brother, brother-in-law. You got the answer or not? When you got it? All the four. Means, which option is answer? C. Blood relations. Is P greater than Q? CSAT 2023. Is P greater than Q? That is what the question is. Yeah, this question is like mine. Is X greater than 5? Yes or no? Good. So statement 1 says that P into Q is greater than 0. What's the value of P into Q? Now, if PQ is greater than 0 means positive. Two numbers product will be positive in two cases. Number 1, both should be positive. Number 2, both should be negative. But if one positive, one negative, product will be negative. But you are positive means both might be positive, both might be negative. So, but sir, in any case, I am unable to decide P is greater than Q or not. So, first one is sufficient or not sufficient? Not sufficient. Statement 2. P by 2, this is statement 1 here. Statement 2. P by 2 is greater than Q square. What is the value of P? P is greater than 2Q square. Now tell me here, which is greater, P or Q? Say it loudly. P is? That is the foolish answer. Because we will feel that, sir, when compared to the square, it is 2 times, sir. That's our internal feeling, yes or no? I just exaggerated. Okay. That's our internal feeling, right? Okay. Always remember one thing. Any power if you take in the positive numbers, you should always check in 2 ranges. 0 to 1 and 1 to infinity. Why? Because 1 to infinity, if you take any number, when you square it, cube it, power 4, power 5, the value gets increased a lot. Suppose randomly I am taking a number called 2. In this range 1, okay, in this range 1 I will show you. Randomly I am taking 2 here. 2 square, wow, increased. 2 cube, wow, wow, increased. 2 power 10, superb, increased. Yes or no? Perfect. In this range I am taking 0.2. Square it. Wow, wow, decreased. 0.4 or 0.04? Okay. 0.2 cube, wow, wow, 0.008. Much more decreased. Okay, if you take 0.2 power 10, its value will be 0.00000001024. Increased or tremendously decreased? Okay, now you got a beautiful point that, sir, when P is greater than Q square, you don't know that Q is lying between 0 to 1 or 1 to infinity. Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. When P is greater than 2Q square. 2Q square. Yes or no? Okay. I am taking Q is equals to 1 case 0.2, another case Q is equals to 2. Okay. Then what about P value is greater than 2 times of Q square. Q square means, here I don't want to go for 0.2 here. I will go with 0.3 suppose. Okay. Q square means 0.09. 0.2 times means, in this case P greater than Q is right or wrong? Say yes or no. P greater than Q. Wrong. P is lesser. This is 30, that is 18. Okay. Suppose if I go for it, Q is equal to 3 I am taking. Then P value is how much here? Greater than Q square is 9 into 2 is 18. Wow, P is greater than Q. Here it is wrong, here it is right. Do you got a decision or not decision? Not decision means both together is sufficient or both together also not sufficient? Oh, sorry. Individually, if I go with the second one is not sufficient, right? Yes or no? Okay, now I am going with together. What the together says that? Sir, first one is that both are positive or both are negative. Okay, sir, in this case both are positive. In that, you got a decision or unable to get a decision? So now tell me, both together are sufficient or both together also not sufficient? Both together also not sufficient. What is the answer? C. The question can be answered by using both the... sorry. D. Cannot be. Yes, D. The question cannot be answered even by using both the statements together. Okay? Here, from here you have to learn one beautiful concept called, this is the concept that you have to learn. Okay? Any square if you take, any square or even to power if you take, anomalies will be from -1 to +1. Any power 2. Okay? Some number power even if you take, okay, anomaly will be in this range. Okay, you have to take values of this one, 3 intervals you have to take. Power even. Power odd, no problem. Okay? Right, good. Can I go to the next one? 18th one, CSAT 2023. Anybody tried this question? What's the answer you got? Sorry? C means either one or two. No. The question can be answered using both the statements together, but cannot be answered by individual alone. Okay. What about the remaining? D. Cannot be answered even by both. Next, any other? Okay, shall we try? Sir, what is the question here? Is P plus Q minus R is greater than P minus Q plus R? Yes or no? Here from both P is common, cancelling. Can I? That is what my question. Okay, move the minus to this side, 2Q. Move the minus to this side, 2R. Yes or no? Means indirectly 2 also cancelled. The question changed to is Q greater than R or not, he is asking. Anybody tried like this? If you try like this, you will get the answer. Shall we try now? Okay. So statement 1 says that P minus Q is positive. P minus Q is positive means greater than 0. Means can I say that P is greater than Q? Sir, you want to decide about Q and R, na? S1 is sufficient or not sufficient? Say loudly. Okay, S1 go, I am going. P minus R is negative. P minus R is less than 0, negative means. That means that can I say that P is less than R? Here the question is regarding Q and R, yeah, not P and R. So this is sufficient or not sufficient? Individually not. Then go with it together. Together if I go, between P and Q, which is larger? Okay, P greater than Q. Between P and R, which is larger? R is larger. Okay. Is that no? Between, among P, Q, R, which is greatest? Which is least? Q. Now tell me, is Q greater than R? Q greater than R? Wrong. You got a conclusion. This data is sufficient. When it is sufficient? Both together. Okay, answers both together is sufficient. Got it, my dear boys and girls? You understand it? All of you. Okay, it's a difficult question, a very logical question. Very much logical question. Okay, by seeing this statement only, mostly our physics will go out. Yes or no? We will think of P, Q, R minus, Q minus. Like that, we will get different numbers. We will think it. It's already gone. Good. Can I go to the next one? In a party, 75% took tea, 60% took coffee, and 15% took both tea and coffee. CSAT 2023. Okay? Yeah. When he give a data like this, sometimes we will interpret into the tables, sometimes into the Venn diagram. How do you decide that there is a table or a Venn diagram? Always remember, if one person belongs to only one category, there is a table. If one person belongs to one or more groups, that should be Venn diagram. Okay? That should be one. Suppose here you all are graduates. The graduations are from BA, BCom, BSc or BZC or CBZ or something, BTech or MBBS like that now. Okay? If I randomly take one person, that person may belongs to BSc, may belongs to BCom, may belongs to BTech, but not to any two. So at that case, you have to go for table. Okay. Suppose what are your hobbies I am asking? Okay. Singing, dancing, playing, reading, listening music. Like that so many are there now. Okay. She might, she is a person who likes only music or she might like even playing games also. One person belongs to more than one category. Now tell me that one belongs to table or Venn diagram? Venn diagram. Just a second. Right. So this is a Venn diagram or table? Venn diagram. Okay. 75% took tea. 60% took coffee. So this is mu. I don't know what's the value of mu. 15% took both. Means what about this? What about this? Okay. Right or wrong? Means so far I can say that this total is how much? 60 plus 15 plus 45, right or wrong? Yes? 45 plus 15 is 60. 60 plus 60 is? Okay, so far this symbol covers a people of 120 members, right or wrong? This is the shape only, right? Okay, good. Symbolically I am writing. Yeah, next statement. No one taking milk takes tea. This is an important statement you have to understand. No one taking milk takes tea. The ones who are taking milk, in that no one takes tea. Means if you are having milk, you will not take tea. You will not take, but you can take coffee. I am saying that you will take coffee or you can take coffee. Can. Okay. So, this might be the milk. It will not have a relation with tea. You understand the meaning of this statement? Okay. Okay. Let's see the next one. Each person takes at least one drink. Okay. Outside is 0, right? Outside means they are not taking milk or tea or coffee. So 0. The question, how many persons attended the party? How many persons attended means he is asking about the mu value, right? If you want to answer the mu value here, this is 0. 60, 15, 45. If I know this value, what is this? Only milk. Yes or no? Because this part is already covered in it. 60. Yes or no? If I know this only milk, the game is over. I want milk or only milk? Only milk. Okay, good. So, first one, 50% took milk. Sir, 50% took only milk or milk? Oh, milk means these two, sir. Yes or no? Only milk, are you able to decide or unable to decide? Unable to decide. Means the first one alone is sufficient or not sufficient? Not sufficient. Statement 2 alone I am going. Number of persons who attended the party is 5 times the number of persons who took milk only. Milk. Milk only means this is the one, right? X. Total number means actually this one. Okay, the green shaded one. And this one I have to take. This is unfortunately 0. Yes or no? Only milk is further 5 times is the total number of people. Yes or no? The number of persons who attended the party means the total is 5 times the number of people who took milk only. Yes or no? Okay. If it is X, the total is 5X. Am I right? Sir, what I can take is, if it is X, to become total is 5X, what are the areas I have covered here? This should be 4X. Yes or no? Yes or no? Then only it will be 4X and it will be X, total will be 5X. Okay. Sir, I understand that whatever the areas that I have marked here, that is completely in this one, right? Yes or no? Can I say that 4x is equal to 120? If 4x is equal to 120, x is equal to how much? 30. What's the value of x? 30. If x is 30, total number of people means, already this is 120 plus 30, 150. Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. So now tell me here, S2 alone is sufficient or not sufficient? Yes or no? Sufficient. S2 alone sufficient. S1 alone is not sufficient. What is the answer here? Read the options here. The options are very much beautiful. The question can be answered by using one of the statements alone, but cannot be answered using the other statement alone. One of the statement alone. That he is not saying that that is S1, that is S2. He is not specifying, right or wrong? Okay, can I say that? The answer is A. What is the second one saying? Do you understand what is the first statement? First option? Okay. What is the second one? The question can be answered by using either statements alone. Either statements alone means either or case it is. Either statement S1 alone or statement S2 alone. Is it the case? See the third one. The question can be answered by using both the statements together, but cannot be answered using either statement alone. Is it the answer? No. The question cannot be answered even by using both the statements together. Hope you understand. Only the difference is first statement only, first option only he has given in a beautiful manner. Okay. Can I go to the next question? Can I? Right. Last but one question. Consider a 3-digit number. Question. What is the number? Okay, this is also CSAT 2023 question. What he is asking is, what is the 3-digit number? What is the 3-digit number? Statement 1. The sum of the digits of the number is equal to the product of the digits. Yes, sir. Sum of the digits of the number, digits means only 0 to 9, no other. Okay. Sum of the digits means 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 1 into 2 into 3. Already I said that 6 is a perfect number. At that time only I said this, right? Already we have seen an equation like this. Okay. Any other? Any other? No. Only that is. Okay, sir, it will happen. Okay, fine. The number might be 123, the number might be 132, the number might be 231. Yes or no? I have to use the digits 132. I have to use the digits 1, 2 and 3. But it should be in 123 or 132 or anyone. So, he is asking what is the number. Are you able to uniquely say the answer or unable to say? Okay, then statement alone is wrong. Statement 2. The number is divisible by the sum of the digits of the number. Okay, so I am thinking of S1 or left S1? Left S1. S2 I am thinking. The number is divisible by the sum of the digits means, if any number is divisible by sum of the digits, definitely that is sum of digits might be 9 or 3. Shall we try once? Sum of digits 9 I am taking. 153 I am taking. What is sum of digits? 1 plus 5 plus 3. How much it is? It is divisible by 9. Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. Second condition is satisfied or not? Is only 153 or suppose 1 to 6 also you can take? 1 to 6. So why should I think of 9? I will take 1, 2, 3. Here sum of digits is 9. Divisible or not? Here sum of digits is how much? 6. Divisible or not? Yes. Now tell me, in the second case you have only one possibility or multiple possibilities? Multiple. So, sufficient or not sufficient? Then go with it together here. If I go for the together, sir, first one is saying that you should use the digits only 1, 2, 3. Don't go for any other. Okay. And second one, 1, 2, 3 is divisible by sum of digits. Second is saying that one, right? Why should I take that one, sir? 1, 3, 2 is also divisible by 1 plus 2 plus 3. Yes or no? Sorry, no. This is not. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6, na? Divisible by 6 means this is not. Okay, divisible by 6 means divisible by 3 and divisible by 2. Divisible by 3 and divisible by 2. So, divisible by 2 means it should be even number. It should be. This is okay. Sir, what about 3, 1, 2? 3, 1, 2 sum of digits is also 6 only, right? It is divisible by 3, divisible by 2. So, it is also divisible. It is also divisible. You have only one case, two cases. Means the answer is possible or not possible? Not possible. So, both together also not possible. So, what is the answer here? D. The question cannot be answered by even using both the statements together. Suppose instead of saying that the number is not divisible by, suppose, then answer is possible or not possible? Huh? Not possible. Because 123 and 321, two cases will be left. Yes or no? So, still it is possible or not possible? Not possible. So, shall we go for the last question here? Yeah, easiest question, CSAT 2023. For 5 children with ages A less than, B less than, C less than, D less than E, any two successive ages differs by 2. Any two numbers differ by 2. Okay. What is the age of the youngest child? Who is the youngest one of all here? A. He is asking about the age of A. He is asking about the age of A. Statement 1. The age of the eldest is 3 times the youngest. Age of the eldest is 3 times the youngest. Means that the first number is A plus 2, A plus 4, A plus 6, A plus 8. Yes or no? 5 numbers can I take like this? Because any 2 numbers are divided by 2. Consecutive, right? Okay. LDS is A plus 8 is equal to 3 times of A. Engage. Yeah. No need to simplify, sir. Will you get the value of A or not? You get the value of A means you know the youngest person's age, right? S1 is sufficient or not sufficient? Say it loudly. Sufficient. Now I am going to S2. The average age of the children is 8 years. The average means, sir, all are divided by 2 means those are in arithmetic progression, right? Yes or no? In arithmetic progression, the middle one is the average, right? So middle one is 8 years. Means will you get the youngest one's age or not? Yes or no? Yes. So S2 is sufficient or not sufficient? Clear for you? Second one. Not? Why should you manage here? Here. If the given observations are in arithmetic progression, the middle one acts as the average. Okay. If you know, it's fine. If you don't know, not a problem. Average means sum of observations by number of observations. If you sum, you will get some A's and constants by 5. Okay, I'll do A, 5A plus. Okay, 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8, right? 6, 12, 20. Average means by 5 is equal to how much? 8. If you simplify, will you get the value of A or not? A is of youngest person. He is asking about the youngest one only, na? So from the statement 2 alone also are you able to answer or not? Yes. Statement 1 alone or statement 2 alone. Both together is not required. Okay, any one is sufficient, right? The question can be answered by using one of the statement alone. One of the statement alone means either S1 alone but not S2 or S2 alone but not S1. Yes or no? Okay. The question can be answered by using either statement alone. Either statement alone means either S1 alone is okay or S2 alone is okay. So what's the answer here? B is the answer. Any doubts, my dear boys and girls? Say it loudly. So what I noticed is even in 2022, 2023 questions also the difficulty is not more. Yes or no? So simple only. And you are not going with high amount of concept or knowledge is required. Yes or no? In the entire question, I think only one point I have given you as a knowledge acquiring point. That is, if you want to go for Q square, 0 to 1 and 1 to infinity, 2 intervals you have to take. Yes or no? So that is the only point. At the same time, the same is applicable if you want to go for a reciprocal. X and 1 by x, which is greater? X and 1 by x, which is greater? X. Same anomaly. If you take x is equal to 5, 5 is greater than 1 by 5. If you take x is equal to 0.5, 1 by x will be 2. So which is greater? Got it? So the anomaly comes from the range of 0 to 1 and 1 to 2. 1 is bridge. X is equal to 1 by x. If x is equal to 1, right or wrong? So the same. Knowledge acquiring points, only one point I have discussed, right? All the remaining are thinking. Okay? Any doubts, my dear boys and girls? Say it loudly. Here one good news I would like to announce with you, that is, so far we are already discussing about we are already discussing about the topics which are very much important in the examination, right? So mostly the number of questions you are getting are from number system, simple equations and LCM HCF already we discussed. Then permutation combinations already we discussed. Then syllogism we discussed. Then data sufficiency we discussed. Okay. Now what we are planning is, from no other topic you are getting on an average more than 2. Okay. Not more than 2 means all the remaining are useful or I don't say that useless. Okay. Are highly valuable or less important? Less important. So, but what I can say is percentages, suppose if you take percentages, profit and loss, simple interest, compound interest, DI. This is one module you can think. Okay, this module if you take on an average you will get 3-4 questions. Okay. So, suppose if you take number series, letter series, analogy, odd one out, coding, decoding, one module we will think. We will get on an average 4 questions, 4 questions from this. Okay. Now tell me 4 questions is a valuable one or not? So that's why what we are planning is So far we discussed individual topics. Now onwards modules we are planning to discuss with you. Okay. Suppose in the next session, series analogy, odd man out, coding, decoding we will discuss. Okay. We will discuss means as usual some basic handout. Handout is on cocktail, all mixed. Okay. I will explain the same. So then I will go for one module. This is one module. Suppose analytical reasoning if you take seating arrangement, puzzles, clocks, calendars, blood relations, directions, ranking list. This is one module. This module together you will get nearly, according to my knowledge, 7 questions nearly. We will discuss that module once with you. Got it? So that what happens is we can give the best for you, means where you can get maximum score. We are planning that one. Hope it is helpful for you and you are interested in it. Yes? Okay. So from the next session onwards, we will go with the cocktails. Okay, my dear personals. So that the target is every student after listening this 10 days of workshop, they should confidently feel that 35 questions I can attempt them. If they attempt 35 questions with 90% accuracy, the exam is cleared. Right or wrong? If it is 80% only means I am unable to help you. Okay. So that is the reason, at least that is the intention of us. Okay. That we are trying to extend. Okay. Hope you will utilize. Any doubts? Any doubts? Thank you. I'll meet in the next session. After that, Jai Hind.